Every day, I embark on a journey so dangerous that a small Victorian child would have lost their minds in my position. That's right, I call it the Interstate Highway System of America. In order to use these gilded roads, we all have to pass a test, and that test is the driver's license exam. Now, a number of years ago, I scraped by the skin of my teeth. And sometimes I find myself wondering, do I deserve my driver's license? Let us explore and discover the answer to that question today on another episode of DS Game Wednesday. Welcome, Twin Fettuccine. Thank you, Joshi. Okay, time to learn. Study or question bank? Ugh, we don't need a question bank. Let's just jump right into it. Attempting to drive faster than the traffic flow. You will. Yoda, is that you? Am I crazy or did that question not make sense? Oh, not be able to maintain a safe following distance, required to make more lane changes and therefore may easily make a mistake, tire more quickly, all of the above. Tire more quickly. Why, of course, because the tires spin faster. Required to make more lane changes, I don't know, I'm just gonna say all of the above. Correct. Good job. Which of the following is advisable when traveling in BC in the winter? In British Columbia? Is that what this question is asking? Why would I have to know? I don't live in British Columbia. Carrying a shovel, sand or salt, and warning flares? Okay, who is bringing warning flares everywhere they go? That's simply unrealistic. Using snow tires? Making sure that snow and frost? I'm just gonna say all of the above. You're approaching a crosswalk, pedestrians are waiting to cross, you should run them over. Slow down and prepare to stop. Give way to the elderly and infirm only. Use your headlights to indicate that they can cross. Okay, flash bang them. Wave at them to cross the road. I don't know. I would just stop. Which of the following may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? Etching a car number on the windows? Always keeping the headlight on. Okay. Always keeping the interior light on. Okay. Fitting reflective glass windows. This was not on my test. If somebody stole my car, I'd simply say, okay, that's why we have car insurance, no? Reflective glass windows. Don't they already have windows? I don't know. Etching the car number on the windows? That's the only one that makes sense because I'm not gonna waste electricity to save a car. Like, it's just a car. What is a car number? You cannot see clearly behind when reversing. What should you do? Ask someone to guide you, look in the near side mirror, open the door and look behind, open your window to look behind. I would, look in the mirror. What? Ask somebody, what if you're by yourself? When an electrical or mechanical signal is indicating the approach of a train when you approach a railway crossing, what should you do? They said approach far too many times in that sentence. Increase your speed and cross swiftly, okay. Slow down and proceed with caution, no. Stop more than 15 feet away. Stop more than 4.5 feet away. I'm gonna say 15 feet. I'm not taking my chances with the train, bro. They win every time. You stop for pedestrians waiting to cross a crosswalk. They do not start to cross. What should you do? You should be patient and wait. Actually, I would wave them to cross. Why? You're just gonna sit there and everybody's gonna just stand around? When parallel parking, how far must you be from the curb? What? 20 inches, 12 inches, 2 inches? I don't know. As long as I get in this space, I'm happy, you know? I'm gonna say it doesn't really matter. Use of a cellular phone and driving. What safety precautions should you take? Well, if you don't have a skill issue, then there is nothing to worry about. Just kidding. But the correct answer is B. You should pull over and not text and drive. Next. While on the highway, when approaching merging traffic onto the highway, you should ignore them. Ignore them hard. If possible, move into the lane on your left. Yes, that's what I would do. Slow down or speed up slightly to let them in. No. Both B and X are correct. Oh. Well, I guess both B and X are correct. Wow. Who would have thunk? You're really going strong today. Yet another one correct. Thank you, Joshi. I do my best. Anything for you, King. Suppose you are approaching an intersection where the red traffic light is on, but a police officer motions you to pass through. What should you do? I would listen to the police officer because he's the one with the gun. Okay. When you pass a large vehicle, you should make sure you take ample time as the vehicle is long and you don't want to speed. No. Go as fast as you can, yes. Make sure you have enough space and you don't want to be in the vehicle's blind spot. I would say both B and X, but go as fast as you can seems like a trick answer. I feel like you shouldn't hasten yourself too much, you know what I mean? You gotta be a little relaxed with it, a little nonchalant, stoic, if you will. So I would say the answer is B. Yeah. What should you do when approaching a railroad crossing? Get hit by a train. All of the above. I didn't even read the answers. Every answer seems to be A. Like, I'm just pressing the same button. If one or more of your passengers refuse to wear a seatbelt, you should initiate the ejector seat and launch them out of the Batmobile into the street to fend for themselves, clearly. Make a joke and ignore it. Ugh, they read my mind. There's nothing that can be done, just drive on. Refuse to drive until they put it on. Tell them you will never drive them anywhere again. My goodness. What? There's nothing that can be done. I don't control them. Okay, fine. I think it's this one. Wear your seatbelt, kids. An anti-lock braking system begins to work when the wheels are just about to lock, the pressure on the brake pedal is applied, the parking brake has been applied, or the normal braking system fails to operate. I don't know. Well, it's called anti-lock, so I would say it's when the wheels are just about to lock. Right again. Thanks, Joshi. Love you. Mwah. What should you do in order to keep focused while driving? You should drink heavily. Copious amounts of alcohol. Keep your eyes moving, scan the entire driving scene, talk on the cell phone only after stopping your vehicle, keep predicting what will happen next, plan your moves, all of the above. Talk on the cell phone? Is that... I thought you're not supposed to have your phone at all. Maybe I'm just a boomer. I don't know. In what order are the 3 colors in a traffic signal displayed? Red, yellow, green. Yellow, red, green. Green, red, yellow. What? This one. If you drive slower than the surrounding traffic, it is a punishable offense. You should go to jail. Often a hazard. Yeah. What should you do when you see a pedestrian crossing your lane and there is no crosswalk? How dare they? Jaywalking is a felony, clearly. Make eye contact and then pass the pedestrian? Slow down as you pass them, halt and let them cross your lane. Ignore the pedestrians and he will be compelled to stop. You're gonna play chicken with the pedestrian? No, you should just stop the car. A green circle with an arrow pointing upwards inside it means straight road ahead, one way ahead, no turns, drive straight through only, both Y and X. I don't know. Let's just say Y and X, because A is always the right answer. Ugh, what do you mean? Where would you even find a sign like that? This is where I have to say the caveat that I selected my location as Hawaii because I figured why not manifest where you want to live instead of where you actually live. So I don't know if in Hawaii they have a green circle with arrow, but I've never seen green circle with arrow. But also this test asked me about British Columbia, so really, what are we doing? What is the safest thing to do if you begin to skid on black ice? I wouldn't know. I live in Hawaii now, so there is no black ice. Just black lava, igneous rock, and volcanic ash. Aren't you supposed to steer with it? I'm just thinking of that, you know that bridge video of all the cars taking the turn like crazy fast? I would say A, because it's always the right answer. Good job! Thanks, Joshi. When going for a drive with children, it's a good idea to explain the rules of the car before you move. Tell them to shut up while you drive or else. Ejector seat. Whoop. I yearn for an ejector seat. That's what I'm learning about myself. Give them activities if the drive is long. Y and B are correct. During a drive, if your driver behaves in an unsafe manner, you should ejector seat them. Launch them into the stratosphere. Use humor to let the driver know that you're uncomfortable. Ask him or her if you could take over the wheel. Tell him to drop you off at the nearest safest place. I would just, yeah, drop me off. You know, I don't want to be in here anymore. If you have just avoided an accident, you should think of ways to drive more safely, avoid such situations in the future. Don't worry about it at all. Other drivers are to blame mostly. Pat yourself on the back for not getting into the accident. I would say A. What? I feel like you need to have some words of affirmation. You know what I mean? Like, I am a good driver. I can do it. Otherwise, like, if you just berate yourself, you're gonna be even more out of it, no? Shout out to therapy. What should you do if you're faced with turbulence? Huh? Excuse me? Are we in a flying car? Where is turbulence coming from? Watch out for vehicles that could easily get in your path. What is turbulence? Turbulence, the swirly, chaotic movement of fluid particles, while the most feared and destructive in air travel, is all around us and occurs every time you drive. Oh, it's just the way that air passes through your car. Interesting. Whoa, numbers. Eesh. Close that. I wasn't expecting a jump scare today. In what direction must your front wheels be turned when parking uphill on a two-way street that has no curb? This is a question that I failed on my driver's test, FYI. Shout out to me from many years ago. Ooh, I would say away from the street? No, toward the street. No, parallel with the pavement. No, it shouldn't be parallel. Toward the street. Okay, away from the street. Oop. Away from the street. Yay, I got it right, guys. Totally. 50 out of 50 questions answered. Okay. Submit. What, they didn't even give me like a statistic? What's the point of a practice test if I didn't even know how many I got right? Whatever. All right, on to the next one. Training. Auto basics, road signs, spot the problem. All right, let's do auto basics. Car maintenance is an important aspect of learning to drive. Many people ignore it until their car shows signs of a problem. Okay, what am I doing here? Tools that you need to change your tire are lug wrench, jack, and a spare tire. Start off with using the lug wrench to loosen all the nuts on the tire and then jack the car up. All right, first we need whatever the wrench is, this one. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. How do I take this off? Oh, here we go. All right, removing the nuts. I am so mature. Now, this needs to be somewhere. Sure. What am I supposed to be doing, bro? Oh, there's so much. Do I have to do something with the engine? You know what? I need to start over and read the instructions. Oh my gosh. You know what? I give up. I can't do this. Quit. I guess when I get a flat tire, I'm just SOL. Thanks, Joshi. More training. Road signs. In this game, the explanation of the road sign will be given and you have to choose the correct road sign associated with it. In each level, you have only a small amount of time to answer a question and the time will decrease with each passing level. It's a speed run, guys. Oh my gosh. Lock in. No parking, X. Workers working ahead. Road work ahead. Curve to the right. Crossroad ahead. Railroad crossing. Divided highway. Okay, that's B. Camping ahead. What? I guess that's B. Do not enter. One-way road. Y. Steep hill ahead. Side roads enters highway at an angle. B. Disability access. Keep left. A road merging ahead. Two-way highway ahead. I think that's Y because there's two arrows. Signal ahead. Y. Traffic merging from right ahead. I don't know. X. Give right away. Yield. Hospital. Keep right. Road merging ahead. 439. Oh yeah. Tell me if you beat 439. I mean, this game is kind of dumb. Don't play this game, guys. It's just not worth it. Last one, spot the problem. In Spot the Problem, you will have to identify all the road rule violations and offenses in this scene. Offenses with a C. There are 2 problems in the scene below. Can you spot them? He's stopped way beyond the line. And also, is that a dog? Huh? Let's say that, and then he's stopped too far away from the line. Right? Done. There are 2 problems in the scene below. Can you spot them? The truck is kind of over to the side. He's also in the left lane. Truck should never be in the left lane. Am I right? Am I right? He's following really far behind, but that's okay. I'm just gonna say these 2, because I don't like them. Okay, it just doesn't explain the answer. Slay. There are 3 problems in the scene below. Can you spot them? He's way over to the side. He needs to shape up and get in his space. And this guy's kind of merging over a solid line, so I don't know what he's doing. And then this says there's a 3rd problem. I guess I gotta just click somebody. I'll just click you. Priority should be given to vehicles when traveling on the highway when entering from an on-ramp. Okay. It just doesn't explain the other ones. I don't get it. There are 3 problems in the scene below. Can you spot them? Oh, you can move the screen! Now, it is time to take the exam to see if I get to keep my coveted driver's license. Again, note that this exam should be for Hawaii, but who knows with this app. I'm so tired. This is boring. Your percentage is 80.
Huh?
What? That means I got 4 wrong? You're joking. What percentage do you need on driver's license exam to pass Hawaii? You need to answer at least 80% of the questions correctly. All right, well, we did. Shout out to Hawaii. Huzzah! We have managed to keep our licenses. Yay! As always, thank you for joining me for another epic episode of GS Game Wednesday. I say epic, but really I mean, ordinary, average. I'm gonna go ahead and give this game I don't know, a 3 out of 10, because, like, it wasn't a game, and I could just take an online quiz and get the same outcome. If somebody paid money for this, that would be wild. If you have suggestions for DS games that I should play, please leave them in the comments below. I'm kind of running short on ideas, believe it or not, so I'd appreciate your help. And with that, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Mentally, I am here. Hawaii. Shout out Lilo. Shout out Nani. Shout out David. Shout out bad Disney remakes. I got Hawaii on the brain. Aloha.